Hey guys, Dimension Master Studios here, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode of Why It Works and Why It Doesn't, the series where I take a look at two different storylines when it comes to Ninjago and I explain why it works in one season, but not in another season. And in today's video, we got something pretty interesting to talk about, with it being shipping. Specifically, shipping when it comes to Lloyd. So I'm sure as you guys know, when it comes to Ninjago, Lloyd's been involved in two major love stories when it comes to the show. The first one being with Harumi during Season 8, and the other one being with Akita during Season 11. And to be completely and totally honest with you guys, I definitely think that one of these love stories was done a lot better than the other one was. And if you saw the title and thumbnail of this video, then you know that for me personally, that is with Akita, because I do genuinely think that. I think that the love story between Lloyd and Akita is just so great and amazing, and honestly, I consider it to be the best ship in the entirety of the show, actually. Meanwhile, in comparison, I consider the love story between Lloyd and Harumi to be the worst love story in the entirety of the show, and I even made an entire video talking about that. And in today's video, I just wanted to go over what makes Lloyd and Akita's relationship so great, and what makes Lloyd and Harumi's relationship, well, not great. So let's get into the whole thing. Now, normally whenever I do these videos, I normally start off with talking about the good thing before I end with the bad thing, but in today's video, I'm going to be switching that around, so that way I can start off with the bad thing and then go into the good thing. So, yeah, let's do this whole thing now. Without repeating myself too much when it comes to my Llorumi video, I'll just keep it short and simple as to why the ship between Lloyd and Harumi is so bad. This relationship, it's just toxic and abusive. This is something that you can't argue with when it comes to the show. Harumi did whatever she could in order to make Lloyd suffer and turn his entire world into a living nightmare all throughout seasons 8 and 9. She manipulated him for half of season 8, broke his heart, betrayed him, and then again, she did whatever she could in order to make Lloyd suffer, even going so far as to try and kill him on multiple occasions throughout the events of seasons 8 and 9. And when it comes to Harumi, just in general, she was already a terrible person, considering she was responsible for, the deaths of the Emperor and Empress, who were her adoptive parents, as well as the deaths of a ton of other people during the Season 8 finale with the rampage from the Oni Titan. And Harumi showed no remorse or sympathy for any of these actions. Like, seriously, again, Harumi in general was a terrible person, and this was especially seen when it came to her just with her stuff when it came to Lloyd. Because, again, seriously, Harumi very clearly hates Lloyd. Like, again, she did whatever she could to make him suffer. Or lying to him, manipulating him, betraying him, literally forcing him to watch what he and everyone else thought was the death of the 4 original ninja and Sensei Wu, an action which literally brought Lloyd to tears and made him cry, something that we've never seen Lloyd do at any point prior to this when it comes to the show. And when it comes to Harumi, again, she showed absolutely no remorse or sympathy for any of these actions, and she did a whole bunch of other really bad stuff to Lloyd, and again, even went so far as to try and kill him on multiple occasions throughout Season 8. Like, seriously, Harumi is a terrible person and very, very clearly doesn't like Lloyd. Plus, at the same time, Harumi has even said on multiple occasions that she doesn't like Lloyd. During the episode Game of Masks, Harumi literally told Lloyd, "I want you to feel the emptiness that I feel." During the season 8 finale, after forcing Lloyd to watch what he and everyone else thought was the death of the 4 original ninja and Sensei Wu, Harumi literally told Lloyd, "This is what I wanted. To see your father return and for you to lose everything," and then she tries to kill him right after that. And during the season 8 episode Drown on Arrival, Harumi literally tells Lloyd, "There was never anything between us." Harumi straight up admitted to Lloyd in this moment that she didn't like him and she never did like him. Again, seriously, when it comes to the relationship between Lloyd and Harumi, this is just a toxic and abusive relationship built on nothing but lies and deception, and is between an abuser and their victim. Like, seriously, this relationship is so bad and awful. Oh yeah, and also there's the fact that it's also a ship between siblings because, Harumi is Garmadon's daughter, since Garmadon adopted Harumi during the Season 9 episode 2 Lies, One Truth, meaning that Lloyd and Harumi are siblings, which only makes this ship even worse than it already was. And as I said on many occasions, I genuinely feel like this is the most forgotten Ninjago fact of all time. And I legitimately don't know why everyone forgets about this fact, but again, yeah, Lloyd and Harumi are related to each other. Not making this up at all. Meanwhile, in comparison, when it comes to Lloyd and Akita's relationship, Akita is actually a good person who really cares about Lloyd, so, that's already a major improvement compared to whatever was going on when it came to Harumi's relationship. Plus, at the same time, when it comes to Lloyd and Akita, the two of them just have a lot of really great things going for them when it comes to their relationship. For starters, there's the fact that, again, well, they're both good people who actually care about each other. That's definitely something pretty big. And another big thing when it comes to the two of them, they were able to help the other one overcome their trust issues during the events of the Ice chapter. And I think that's definitely something really nice when it comes to the two of them. By traveling together, they were able to help benefit the other one in a really positive way. This is something that we don't actually see all that much when it comes to Ninjago relationships, so that's definitely something pretty cool, I think. Plus, also another big plus that these two have when it comes to their relationship is just there's a lot of moments throughout the Ice chapter that just show the two of them interacting with each other and just getting to know each other in one way or another, or just allowing them to bond and become closer. I definitely really like this. The most immediate example that I can think of is when the two of them are outside the Ice Emperor's fortress and the two of them are just talking to each other. Like, they're talking, smiling, laughing, and just having a really good time together. I just really like to see this. It's a very nice and wholesome moment to see. Plus, one other thing that I think is pretty cool when it comes to this is that Lloyd gives Akita the offer to have her come back to Ninjago with him and the rest of the ninja, and Akita doesn't actually give Lloyd a response to this question, meaning that if Akita does actually make a return at some point when it comes to the show, she might actually give Lloyd an answer and choose to come to Ninjago actually, which I think could be something pretty cool to see. Plus, also another pretty big thing when it comes to these two and their relationship is that you can tell that the two of them do actually really like each other. And that's not just a one-sided relationship thing. With the two of them just bonding and becoming closer over the events of the Ice chapter, again, it's just something really nice to see the two of them becoming closer and develop genuine feelings for each other. I think that the chemistry that these two have over the events of the Ice chapter is really good and well done, honestly. And it's nice to see where they are by the end of the Ice chapter, because again, you can tell Lloyd and Akita, the two of them do really care about each other and like each other. It's something that is just, again, something really wholesome to see, and I like it a lot, honestly. So, yeah, when it comes to the two major love stories that Lloyd's been involved with, the one that he had with Akita was definitely really great and amazing. Just a really nice, healthy, and wholesome relationship that was really nice to see and watch. Meanwhile, in comparison, when it comes to Lloyd and Harumi's relationship, it is just a toxic and abusive relationship between siblings that is based on nothing but lies and deception and is just between an abuser and their victim. There isn't anything good about this relationship at all. It is so bad, honestly, and I really don't like it. And one area in particular that I feel is able to just definitely show how great Lloyd and Akita's relationship is in comparison to Lloyd and Harumi's relationship is that when it comes to both Harumi and Akita, both of them ended up giving Lloyd a kiss at one point. And one thing that's really interesting I find when it comes to these scenes is the reasons behind why it happened and Lloyd's reaction. When it came to Harumi, she gave Lloyd a kiss to distract and manipulate him, and when it came to Lloyd's reaction, his reaction was him closing his eyes and shaking his head, almost as if it was a subtle way of him saying or realizing, no, this isn't who I want to be with. Meanwhile, in comparison, when it comes to Akita, she gave Lloyd a kiss because she actually cares about him and really likes him. And when it comes to Lloyd's reaction, he's initially shocked about it and then sort of gets his attention, telling him about the portal. But then when it comes to Lloyd, when he looks at Akita again, he has a big smile on his face, almost as if he's saying or showing, yes, this is who I want to be with. It's all in those little subtle details, and I think it is something pretty interesting. And so that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So tell me down below, what do you guys think? Tell me, are there any other storylines from two different seasons that you want me to compare when it comes to Ninjago? Again, tell me down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Later, guys, this is Dimension Master Studios, signing off.